Hey, whoever's out there, welcome, welcome, welcome. Just as promised, I am doing a little bit of painting on camera. And um, just because I don't know, yesterday I had this huge urge, and I'm going to try to keep up if anybody pops in here to see your comments. I can't guarantee anything. I'm going to actually put the camera down on to the painting, and I'll talk to you while I do that. Hopefully we can figure out, I don't know how bright that is. Ugh. Well, I'll just pan back down as possible. So anyway, I'm working on a painting. It's a little tiny painting. This is it so far. Oh, that's so hard to see. It's just a little tiny watercolor painting. So last night, I know I've been on here talking about, oh, things are going to the shithole and all that. Well, I got things almost the way that I wanted them to be around me. And I really, for some odd reason, wanted to come on here and talk to you guys while I paint. And I couldn't because I had another little stumble. But we will get to that. We have a question here, which is when I started to paint. You know, I was pretty young when I took an interest in art in general. I actually didn't really like my first time painting with watercolors, which is what I'm doing right now, was probably just a few years ago. And I don't do it often, and I'm trying to make more time. And it looks like life is giving me that chance right now to do this stuff. Oh, there's some of my art stuff back here too. I painted that right there. And there's a skull thing that I did too. I don't know. I just like to do all sorts of stuff. That's why I'm the eclectic empath. So, I just announced that I was going to be just going random with my channel because it's who I am and it's authentic. And I really want to get you on this painting, but I also want to kind of tell a story real quick because it could be relevant too. So I got my house all nice and tidy, and I was about to come to my little work area and start working on a painting and just chit chat like we are now. And I had some stuff come up, and I wasn't able to come online because I got really sick. And the reason that I'm talking about it on here is because I don't know exactly what is up yet, but I can just all of a sudden have some problems with my movement. And so you guys might see it. And so the first thing I'm thinking is, well, I can't go on to YouTube and do anything because sometimes I'm twitching, sometimes I can't move something. And it's okay, I'm working with, doctors and things like that, but it's weird. And then this morning I woke up and the universe was like talking to me. And the universe told me, to hell, you can't do that. You just got to, my whole thing, I just went on a tangent like 2 days ago about I'm going to be authentic. And this was not something I was expecting. This is really out of left field and it sucks. And there is this Mercury retrograde thing going on. And I know that's almost over. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. Like I do have some health issues, so this isn't really that out of left field, okay? I'm doing follow-up with the doctor. It's okay. Like I'm not, it's scary if anything because sometimes yesterday for instance, I couldn't speak for a little while and I couldn't move from anything. And so it was scary. But it was like, that's what I'm going through right now and it wasn't expected, so it's not supposed like I absolutely am not going to turn my channel into anything about that, but until things are figured out and hopefully, whatever's going on is taken care of, you might notice it because I can't control when it happens. And so I just figured, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to come online and I'm going to paint and I'm going to talk because somebody asked me the other day about going live and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go for it. And I'll probably be, cutting in and out and here and there and doing it and taking the risk. If something doesn't go right, um, whatever. What do you, and this is all about being authentic. And I want to encourage people too that if, you have something going on that's like not cool, don't be afraid to share it because if you normalize your weirdness, it gets better. So I'm going to show you my painting right now. Okay. It's just a little doodle thing that I'm working on. Ooh, I'm trying to get it so that you can actually see it in the light because I have really bad lighting where I'm at. And it was just a little too cold to be outside. So this is what's happening right now. Ah, it fell. That's what's happening. This is what's happening right now. That's a mannequin. Sorry, that's a mannequin, like a big doll. This is so terrible, the lighting in here. But I'm going to point it down there and I'm just going to play because I don't really want my face on right now anyway because I'm really tired and I'm on a lot of medication. But you know what you do then? I realized something too. I got to throw this out there. I realized that what better time for me to do these things that I enjoy so much than when I really need to be resting. Today's cup is an owl with a mustache. I'm going to put you guys down on my painting here if I can. Oh, I know I can. I just don't know how long it's going to take. Yay. Or I could not be stupid. Hold on. I have a better idea. Can you tell this is my first time doing something like this? No, I don't want to stop streaming. That would be crazy. Oh, you're going to see my lights. There we go. Yay. Can you guys see it? So this is my painting right now. And it's a watercolor. I really wish YouTube would allow me to like play music in the background because I'm just going to work on this little guy. And if I see any messages come up, I will look at them. Otherwise, I'm just going to paint. How fun is that? I'm trying to get a good angle for you guys, but I can't really get one. So this is a super tiny canvas. And it's not, and these really cool watercolors, I've had these for years. I've had them for years, but they all kind of just go together and you can like take them anywhere. And so I've taken these actual watercolors to like tons of hotels and stuff. Like if I go to any hotel, really, I take these. And when I was doing the work thing, we had to stay in a hotel once. And so after we were done with our work day, I could paint. And these are awesome to take to the beach or wherever else. Because really, all you need is a cup with water and something to paint on. And you're good to go. Okay, so I have this thing lately where I'm all about eyes and rainbows. Okay, so that's really like my thing lately. So that's kind of where I'm going. I don't know though, because I didn't really plan this out. I just see an eye in here, and so I'm taking it up. And if it doesn't turn into that, it doesn't turn into that either. I'd like to encourage, while I'm on here, that anyone who stumbles upon this video, just take a fucking leap of faith. Do it today. I had a real scare the other day where, all joking aside, because I do joke around a lot. Excuse me. All joking aside, I actually feared death briefly the other day, okay? Because I was going through this moment and it was like, really, we need to not let things prevent us from doing what we want to do, what we know is right for us, and those things that bring us joy, like get on it. Start doing some stuff that brings you joy and do it now because you're not promised anything more. And I hate to say that because I don't want to face the fact that someday I'm going to die, but live while you can, folks. So I'm kind of excited. I feel like the universe is giving me a chance to have a little bit of fun. And because I decided that my channel can be whatever the hell I want it to be, that's exactly what I'm going to do. And sorry if you can hear some buzzing. I have some messages coming in. I didn't turn that off. But this is just fun stuff. This is just stuff that, this is what brings me joy. I hope that somebody out there is getting a little bit of joy or will get a little bit of joy. It took me so long to actually come live. I announced I was going to go live, and then it took me forever to get on here because I decided to do a random poetry shout out, which I just posted. And it feels so authentic for me. It just feels like I am so bizarre of a person, and my channel is so bizarre. I'm kind of excited to be here. I might start doing painting while talking about important subjects. Something like that. If anybody hears this and has any ideas on it, be sure to speak up and tell me what your thoughts are. Because, well, I mean, if nobody watches it, nobody watches it, right? It's nice having a community here. But I also don't like about, the overthinking about if people think it's cool or if it's entertaining, I don't like that pressure. So I've got somebody watching me. Give me some feedback what you think of this little ditty I'm doing. I might even just leave it like that. Like, I don't know. I have more canvases, so it's not like I'm just gonna stop at random. You're gonna get all my secrets here. So anyway, yeah, I just started working with watercolors like maybe a couple years ago. They're just really super fun, and I don't really understand how to use them properly. And I see like these art pieces come up because I'm in a lot of Facebook art groups, and people can just make these amazing things with watercolors. And, I have my thing that I do, and it's like, I like my thing. So I'm putting it out there though, I keep talking about this authenticity thing, and it's like, you gotta show how it's done, you know? That's what I'm doing. I'm showing how this authentic thing works. I'm living it. I like it. I like it. Ooh, colorful. Actually, the color looks really different here. One of these days, I'll even do my nails than it does in person. In person, it looks a little cooler. I'm not gonna lie. It could be my altered my altered perception. So I think it's time to do more. What do you guys think? Yeah. So if anybody is curious, I have two paintings here that I've previously done that are just the same. Like, I think I was in a hotel pool room when I did this guy. This is my little alien dude. Whoa. This easel is not really meant for this. It's my little alien guy. Yeah. His color is not as cool on here as in life, but that's okay. I don't even know when I did that. And this one I really like. It's first person nighttime kayaking. So if you can even tell what it is, like kayak, trees, moonlight. Yeah, that was fun. So with that said, what's that right there? We're gonna start another one. So we have this one drying. And then I might put some sort of glitter effect on it because I'm like really into glitter. And that can be kind of cool. So we'll see how that goes. The thing is, when I look, oh shit. When I look at my camera, what I see is like this random mystery eye. I don't know if it looks that cool on your end, but on my end, it looks a little creepy. I'm going to leave it there for that very reason. So I'm taking a brief intermission, and because of YouTube stature, I'm not going to say what my intermission is for. All right. Let's get back to painting. Move this so that there we go. I got my laptop over here. I was trying to see if I could make the screen larger so I could see it better, but for some reason I'm having issues with that. This would help me. But I also, as I said in previous videos as well, I'm having some connectivity issues. And my internet service provider is taking their, and I can't get this to work, is taking their dear sweet time, and we are expecting them on Tuesday to take a look at our connection because there is something wrong. All right. So what am I painting, guys? What am I painting? I like to paint females. And eyes. And not much else. A skeleton sometimes. Oh, let's see. Let's see. I seriously did not plan this out at all whatsoever. It's like if somebody's out there, pick a color. I don't even know where to start with the color. I am really liking this blue. Maybe I can make myself like a cover screen for my channel. Channel art. Take a picture of it. Ooh. That's the other thing about a combination of these canvases, which are, these are super inexpensive canvases from my Walmart. And they're not really meant for watercolor, but if you manipulate the color enough, you can kind of make it work. So this is when it looks particularly fancy. And I don't even know what I'm painting, so that makes it worse. I think we're going abstract on this one, kids. I'm just going to let the brush guide me. I so wish YouTube allowed just random music to be playing because it seems very quiet. Normally, if I was where I am in my home, I would be listening to some music or I'd be watching a murder documentary of some sort, true crime. It's just what I'm into. But what bigger fun than to go live on YouTube and paint and just randomly shoot the shit. And hope for the best that nothing weird happens while I'm doing it. Now that is authentic. Oh, I feel sorry for you viewers for multiple reasons. Obviously, because you're sitting here with me. But then also because you can't see the colors pop like I can. Because it's actually kind of cool. I don't usually paint things like this, but I didn't plan anything. And so I'm just kind of letting, whoa, sorry about that. Just kind of letting the brush happen. If anybody is interested too, I make crafts. I actually have some crafts that are overdue probably, and I'm going to get to those tonight too, hopefully. Universe willing, God willing, Allah willing, whoever you'd like to say. I feel like Bob Ross right now. Only not nearly as cool or worthy. Bob Ross was an amazing artist, rest his soul. And from what I understand of the guy, he was one hell of a chap, too. He really sounded like a cool guy. It sounded like he really cared for animals and he really cared about people. And those are two things that are near and dear to my heart because I really do care about people and both. Animals just have a very special place in my heart. So I'm thinking I'm getting a little inspired here to use this painting as a background and turning this into some 3D art, which is something that I do. I like to find little trinkets, make little trinkets, do whatever to add to the canvas. I don't have any examples nearby that I feel like pulling out, but we could do this and we could do this together because we are living our best lives, aren't we? We really are. I said today that I feel very blessed the way that this past week went down. A lot happened. You know, for anybody who gets this far in the video, you know, you're a true fan, so we can talk. You're a friend, so we can talk openly. You know, there have been a lot of major things happening this week, and I am making huge decisions left and right. And it's scary, but I just know that it's all happening for a reason. I know that it all makes sense, and I know that everything is, you know, there's a reason for it, and it's not common and typical for me to take the time on a Saturday to just come downstairs or be outside, which I was earlier, and paint. And clearly it's something that makes me very happy, you know? So it brings me joy. Why am I not doing it more? Because maybe I wasn't living my best life. Maybe I needed some disruption to put me on the right path. And oh, baby, did I get that disruption. Bring it on. I'm ready for you. Anybody out there having a similar week with this retrograde? I have no idea what I'm going to do with this. But for some reason, I like it. I like it as is. Your light and coloring is not going to be as awesome as it is in person. It has like this beautiful salmon color. Ooh, let's see if I get it closer, if you can kind of see the color a little bit better. It has like a really salmon color and magenta. And these blues are deep. They're really good. So I'm going to go to my little treasure trove. Shall I take you with me? It's tempting, but I think I'm going to leave you here and I'm going to go into my little treasure trove and see if we can't find something to turn this into some 3D art because I feel like doing it. And why not? All right. We found some stuff and we're going to have some fun with that first painting because I feel like it. I went into my treasure trove, which, we'll talk about sooner or later, but not right now. And I found a few items that I can add to this painting to make it more me. And some people won't like it, but I do. So, oh shoot. I'm missing one item. Sorry, guys. All right. Off camera, looking for some tools. These are my tweezers. We're going to have some fun. Well, I'm going to have some fun. And what you do, that's up to you. I'm just going to move this so that you can see it, but I can work on it. I am going to add some gemstones to the painting for fun. If I can get my tube of adhesive open. Because I'm having some problems. There we go. Like I said earlier in the video, I'm having a couple problems with some of my body parts. So we're being patient if I can't get things open. All right, this stuff really makes a mess. Just in case you want to know. It's now on my pants because I wasn't planning to do this, and there are, oh, these are pretty. No, there are napkins down here, but there's the right stuff that I use. I just decided to have some fun. What do you guys think? Yeah, hold up. But we're going to do one better, I think. I'm looking through stuff right now. I have a huge drawer. Ooh, making a mess. Huge drawer full of different stuff we can use. Making a mess. You like that? Oh, I just put it all in the glue too. Oh, that's the kind of week I'm having. That's why I'm at the point where I'm just like, screw it, I'm just going to go live and make a painting. Why not? I give up. Ooh, and this glue stinks. I don't usually use E6000. Any of you crafters out there, curious about that because usually I use like Gemtech and stuff like that. Doesn't really have much of an odor, and this E6000 has considerable odor. So I'm using some crystals. They are, to the best of my knowledge, like a natural crystal that I purchased loose. And I'm just going to apply them to parts of the painting for fun. And if I'm bothering anybody by doing this, sorry for this. Yeah, I'm gonna hold it like this, I believe. So I'm just putting a little glue down. And pressing a stone in. I'm not sure how that's going to be or how I'm going to like it. Might have to do a little more with that. Definitely needs to do more. That's like the glimmer in the eye. I don't know how I feel about it. It's all good fun, right? I think what I'd like more is if the stones were a little smaller. To be more like tears. I have a big pile of remotes and things down by my feet. Just kind of gauging this right now. Yeah, I just don't know how I feel. I think it's redeemable, but I think that it's going to take a little more work and plan out to do the finals on it. I think we're going to come back to that one. So, speaking of taking a break, I am going to do just that. I'm going to take a little break and maybe pop back on here later, see if there's a little more activity, and have maybe this project or a different one actually thought out. And I might work on something like that, or we might just have a little conversation. Just depends. But that's what my channel's all about.